8 Tiny Japanese Habits That Make a Massive Difference. This title sounds like one of those change your life in 5-minute scams, but surprisingly, it's not. These are small, almost invisible habits woven into everyday life in Japan that somehow manage to keep things cleaner, calmer, more respectful, and way less chaotic than your average Monday morning meltdown. They're not big dramatic lifestyle overhauls. Nobody is waking up at 4 a.m. to scream at the sun. These are tiny things like how you stand, how you eat, how you exist in public, that quietly stack up into a completely different way of living. And the weird part, once you notice them, you can't unsee them. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Shoe Removal Ritual. Imagine walking into your house with outside shoes on. Yeah, in many places, that's normal. In Japan, that's basically dragging the entire street directly into your living room, like a chaotic souvenir. Taking off your shoes at the entrance isn't just about cleanliness, it's about creating a psychological border between outside chaos and inside peace. Your brain actually responds to this. When you step out of your shoes, you're also stepping out of stress, noise, and whatever weird interaction you just had 5 minutes ago. There's even a designated space called a jinken, which is like a tiny transitional zone where your shoes go to reflect on their life choices. You physically lower yourself, remove your shoes, and step up into your home. It's subtle, but your brain reads that as entering a different environment. It's like hitting a mental reset button, except instead of restarting your computer, you're restarting your sanity. Meanwhile, if you wear shoes inside, congratulations, you've basically turned your home into a slightly cleaner sidewalk. Number 2. Quiet public behavior. Picture this: you're on a train. It's packed, nobody's talking, no one's blasting TikToks, no one is yelling into their phone like they're negotiating a hostage situation. Welcome to Japanese public transport. In Japan, being quiet in shared spaces isn't just politeness, it's a social contract. The idea is simple: your existence should not become someone else's problem. Your brain, which is usually drowning in noise, notifications, and that one guy chewing too loudly, suddenly gets a break. Silence reduces stress more than you think. Studies show constant background noise can spike cortisol levels, basically your body's way of saying, I hate everything right now. So, when people collectively agree to keep things calm, it creates a weirdly powerful effect. Everyone feels more relaxed, even if nobody says a word about it. It's not that people in Japan are less expressive, they just understand that not every thought needs a public announcement. Meanwhile, somewhere else, a guy is watching videos at full volume, with no headphones, and society is hanging on by a thread. Number 3. Carrying your own trash. Now imagine finishing a snack outside and looking for a trash can, and there just isn't one. In Japan, public trash bins are surprisingly rare. Instead of tossing garbage immediately, people just carry it with them. Yes, like responsible humans. First, this sounds wildly inconvenient. Why would you willingly hold on to your trash like it's a prized possession? But here's where it gets interesting. When you're forced to deal with your own waste, you suddenly become very aware of how much of it you create. Your brain shifts from throw it away instantly to do I even want to deal with this later? And just like that, you start making slightly better choices without even trying. It's low-key behavioral psychology. If inconvenience is attached to waste, waste decreases also. Public spaces stay ridiculously clean because nobody's relying on someone else to fix the mess. Basically, it's the opposite of not my problem. It's unfortunately this is absolutely my problem, and somehow it works. Number 4. Standing on one side. You're on an escalator. You just want to stand there and let life carry you upward like a tired potato. But suddenly there's a silent rule: stand on one side, leave the other side open. In Japan, people instinctively line up on one side of escalators, usually the left in places like Tokyo, the right in Osaka, so anyone in a hurry can walk past. And no signs, no announcements, no escalator police lurking in the shadows, just collective agreement. This tiny habit turns what could be a slow-moving human traffic jam into a smooth, efficient system. It's like your brain and everyone else's brain agreed to stop being self selfish for 5 seconds. And here's the psychological twist. When systems are predictable, your stress levels drop. You don't have to think, hesitate, or awkwardly shuffle around someone blocking your path. Like a confused NPC, everything flows. Meanwhile, in other parts of the world, escalators become passive-aggressive battlegrounds, where one person stands in the middle, like they're guarding a sacred portal. In Japan, the rule is simple: pick a side, and don't become the final boss of inconvenience. Number 5. Saying Itadakimasu before eating. People in Japan often say Itadakimasu. It's usually translated as I humbly receive, but it's less about language and more about mindset. It's a tiny pause before you inhale your food, like a starving raccoon. That pause does something weird to your brain. It forces awareness. You acknowledge the food, the effort behind it, and the fact that you're about to absolutely destroy this meal in 7 minutes. This moment of gratitude actually changes how you experience eating. Studies show that when you slow down and become mindful, food tastes better, digestion improves, and you're less likely to overeat, like you're in a competitive sport. It's not about being formal. It's about not treating your meal like a random side quest. Meanwhile, without this habit, eating becomes automatic. You blink and suddenly the plate is empty, and you don't even remember enjoying it. Itadakimasu is basically your brain saying, hey, maybe we should actually experience this. And then 5 minutes later, you're still eating too fast, but at least you respected the food first. Number 6. Wrapping everything neatly. You ever receive a package that looks like it survived a natural disaster? Yeah, Japan doesn't do that. Wrapping things neatly, whether it's a gift, food, or even something small, is a big deal, and it's not about perfection. It's about intention. When something is carefully wrapped, your brain automatically assigns it more value. It feels more important, more thoughtful, more worth your time. This is called the presentation effect. The way something looks changes how you perceive it, even if the actual content is identical. -1s0. A simple item wrapped neatly feels like a meaningful gesture. The same item thrown into a bag like it lost a fight. Suddenly it feels like an afterthought. It's not magic. It's just human psychology, being incredibly easy to impress. And here's the real twist. When you take time to present things well, you also start respecting your own actions more. You're no longer rushing through life like everything is disposable. You're saying this matters, even if it's just a sandwich. Meanwhile, somewhere else, a plastic bag is being tied in a knot that requires advanced engineering to open. Number 7. Cleaning is a daily habit. Imagine finishing your day at school, and instead of leaving, everyone just casually starts cleaning the place. No janitors rushing in. No, that's not my job energy. Just students wiping desks, sweeping floors, and restoring order like tiny organized ninjas. In Japan, this is normal. Cleaning isn't treated as a punishment or a chore. It's part of existing in a shared space, and that flips something in your brain. When you're responsible for maintaining an environment, you're way less likely to destroy it in the first place. It's basic psychology. People respect what they help create. Instead of thinking, someone else will deal with this mess, your brain switches to, or I'll have to deal with this later. And suddenly, you're making slightly less chaotic decisions. Also, cleaning itself has a weird calming effect. Repetitive physical actions like wiping, organizing, sweeping, can actually reduce stress and give your brain a sense of control. It's like therapy, but with more disinfectant. Meanwhile, in other places, people will absolutely demolish a space and then vanish like they were never there, leaving behind a scene that looks like a raccoon hosted a party. In Japan, the mindset is simple. If you were here, you help restore it, your mess, your responsibility, your character arc. Number 8. Not wasting movement. Watch someone in Japan perform a simple task, making tea, packing a bag, even walking, and you'll notice something subtle. No wasted motion. Everything is deliberate, smooth, efficient, like their body is running on optimized software, while the rest of us still have 47 tabs open and no idea where the music is coming from. This habit comes from a mix of cultural influence and practical thinking. Why move twice when you can move once? Why reach awkwardly when you can set things up better from the start? Your brain loves efficiency. When your actions are intentional, you use less energy, feel less rushed, and make fewer mistakes. It's like upgrading from panic mode to calm competence. And over time, these tiny efficiencies stack up. You save seconds, then minutes, then entire chunks of mental energy that would have been wasted on unnecessary chaos. Meanwhile, without this habit, you're doing things like walking back into the same room 3 times because you forgot what you needed every single time. It's not about being robotic, it's about not fighting yourself all day. Basically, your future self stops hating your past self quite as much. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.